Before we get started with our project, we'll need to set a few things up. First of all, make sure that you have a version of Unreal downloaded. I'm going to be using Unreal Engine 5.2.1. Python was introduced in Unreal Engine 4.19, so you can technically have a version as old as that, though I would suggest having a newer version in order to keep up with the most modern features. Next, we're going to need an IDE, and this is where we're actually going to script the Python code itself. We'll be making external Python files in order to utilize them in the Unreal Engine. The IDE I'm going to be using is Visual Studio Code. You can download this at code.visualstudio.com/download. You can download whichever version you want. After it's downloaded, we can double click on the file here and go through the installation procedure. After we've installed our IDE, we need to also install Python. We can get the download for Python at python.org/downloads. You can download the most recent stable version here. Once we've downloaded it, we can go to our downloads folder and double click on the Python exe file and install now. Once we've installed Python, there's a few packages that we need to install as well. To install a package, we need to use the command prompt. So go to your search bar and type in cmd and click on the command prompt app. Once we're here, we need to type py space -m space pip space install and then the name of the package. In this case, it's going to be OpenAI and hit enter. This will download all of the requirements for the package. Once that's finished, we need to type py space -m space pip space install space requests. And once that's finished, we have one more. We need to do py space -m space pip space install space shutil. Now once we've installed these, we also need to install these for our Epic Games Unreal version of Python because it comes packaged with its own version of Python. So to do that, we're going to need to get the location of the Python install. As long as you've installed Unreal Engine in the default location, that should be located under Program Files, Epic Games, whichever version you have installed. In my case, I'm going to use UE52, Engine, Binaries, Third Party, and then scroll down to Python 3, and then Win64, and python.exe is your Python install. Now to get this location, we can shift right-click on this exe file and come down to Copy as Path and click on that. Now we need to go back to our command prompt. Now we need to Control-V paste this location in the command prompt and then do space -m space pip space install space OpenAI and hit enter. And this will install it for the Unreal Engine version of Python. Then we need to do the same for the requests and the shutil packages. So we can paste again, space -m space pip space install space requests, enter. And then we can do one more, -m pip install shutil. Now with all of these installed, we can close our command prompt because we're done installing packages. Next, we need to create a new project. So I'm going to come up here to Launch in the Epic Games Launcher, and I'm going to launch Unreal Engine 5.2. Once our launch screen comes up, I'm going to click on Games. I'm going to do a new blank project. I'm going to choose a new location, and I'm going to give it a name. I'm just going to call it OpenAI, and I'm going to create this project. Once our project is open, there's one more thing we need to do to prepare to create Python files, and that's to go to Edit, Plugins, and type in Python, and make sure that the Python Editor Script plugin is checked. If it's not checked and you have to check it, you'll also need to restart your editor. And with that, our project is ready to start building.